Max Inc. Radio, radio for the people, legacy of consequences, Roses for the Dead. Big show coming up for these guys on August 19th. It's up in, what town is it? Kimberly, Wisconsin, is that right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Loud and Proud, the second annual. Your bands are Five Man, Stepwise, Backbreaker, Roses for the Dead, Bound for Severance, Lords of the Trident, Look, I'm Birding. Beyond Fate, Kill Jr., and Evoked is an all-ages show. $13 a door, but you can buy your advance tickets for $10.
Mm-hmm. So, guys, before we went on air, we were talking about, who's going to get what questions and everything, and I was jokingly saying to Josh I was going to ask him a question about the meaning of life, but Zach, sorry, not Josh, Chris, but Zach actually had a funny story about the meaning of life, so I got to have people hear this.
All right, so we did 2 shows up north. We did kind of a weekend warrior thing with the band Screaming Entombment and Stepwise and Bound for Severance. And we went up north to Rhinelander
and Jennings, which is right by Pelican Lake, which is in the middle of nowhere.
Which is nowhere.
I've been there before, middle of nowhere.
Oh, okay.
And if you ever get a chance to, you guys should go and stop up at Fourfold Joe's up there in Jennings. That guy's a blast.
Yeah, he's a fun guy. Anyway, so the first night, the singer for Stepwise gets unbelievably drunk and passes out in the bed. There's an ongoing joke that he looks like Harry Potter, and so we drew a lightning bolt on his forehead and like drew a penis on his cheek, I think. And
how's that relate to Harry Potter?
I drew roses on his neck.
Oh yeah, roses on his neck. He actually kept that for the next day, but no. Anyway, so he's passed out in the bed, and Chad here, he
was also unbelievably
He was
drunk.
also unbelievably drunk. He goes in there and he's completely passed out drunk, and Chad shakes him as hard as he can. He's like beating his head on the headboard, and he goes, "What is the meaning of life?" And the dude didn't even wake up. He's just still passed out. He did it like 3 or 4 times, and he was gone. And then Chad read him a bedtime story with his pants down or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with his ass in his face.
That's awesome.
I think the story went something like, "Hey, diddle diddle, the cat jumped over the moon. He was pissed because he couldn't get any poon." Yeah, something like that. It was a good time though.
Stories.
But
that was my favorite.
Yeah, well, the first night we played at Four Pole Joe's, and then the next night we played in Rhinelander, and Four Pole Joe, the guy who owns the first bar, actually shut his bar down on Saturday night and told everybody to go to the bar we were playing on.
Wow.
20 miles away.
That's some serious support right there.
Yeah.
Joe's a cool guy.
Wow.
He's awesome.
And then took us back to his bar afterwards.
Nice.
At the bar. At the bar.
At the bar.
Yeah, like 4 o'clock in the morning playing like beer pong and shit. Like
Nice.
free
And that
Jaeger. And
Hammerschlagen game or whatever.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Beer pong is awesome.
We're like,
I'm
Joe,
still champion
we're out of some booze, and boom, a bottle of freaking Jägermeister pops out of nowhere.
So we haven't heard anything from Josh. You got anything you want to tell us about? These guys were asking about your balls. I don't know what.
Yes, they are extremely ginormous.
They are.
What is it called? Elephantitis, testicleitis, or something like that?
Yeah, well, no lie, but yeah.
If you had to compare your balls size-wise to something, what would you compare them to?
Probably a grapefruit.
That M&M
Pretty-
guy over there.
Wait a minute. Does it have feet and hands, too?
Yeah, exactly.
It smiles and says, "I do not want to be eaten."
Melts in your mouth, not your head.
Says, "Be sure and cup me."
So if you're riding a motorcycle, what you're saying is you're going to need a sidecar, right?
Yeah, most definitely, yeah.
He comes equipped with the
One for each
sidecar.
I got the wheels built in and everything.
He's sitting on the floor right now.
Aren't you glad
on
we
top of
asked?
his balls.
It's like a giant beanbag. Yeah.
It's like an episode of South Park.
All right, guys. We play this little game with our in-studio band guest, and we'd love to play. It's called Band Name or Bullshit.
All right, yeah, we'll play.
I'm down.
Yeah. What do
All
we
right.
win?
All right, Band Name or Bullshit here in the Bastard Den with Roses for the Dead on Max Inc. Radio. Stoli is going to ask you or give you 3 band names, and as a group, you have to come up with if it's a real band name, or is it bullshit.
All right, I think we can do that.
All right. The first band we have is Penis Flytrap.
Josh, do you want to take this one?
Oh, balls.
You are the expert.
In his case, it would be penis hanger.
It does. It does sound familiar.
I guess we're going with band name.
Band name.
It also
That
sounds like a porn,
that
too.
actually is a band name. Yeah.
That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
Yes, it is. All right, the second one that we have is Big Fat Pet Clams from Outer Space.
That totally sounds like a band that I
Yeah,
would
it's
be in.
original.
That I would be in.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I think we're
Band
going
name.
with band
We're
name.
gonna go
Band
band
name.
name.
That indeed is also
Nice.
a band name.
God,
yeah.
Two for
awesome.
two.
Those are good.
You guys are rocking this.
Have we ever
business
had
I
a
this
don't think
week.
we've had a 3 for 3.
No,
Yeah.
we've had
Win,
we've
do
had
we
a few
get to-
2 for 3s.
Do we get to
So-
win a shot
for the
of Rocker
curveball.
vodka? at the end of this?
Consider yourself paid in advance.
All right, and the final band name or bullshit is Peppermint Dildo. Dildo.
I don't know if it's a band
Bullshit.
name, but
It's refreshing.
I think I've seen a porn. Yeah, I think that's a porn, but I don't think it's a band name.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
I'm pretty sure I've
He's
used
into
one of
that
those.
freaky shit, make
Pretty
Dunkin'
sure I've
donut
used-
type
What are we
shit.
going with?
Bullshit.
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 Oh, I'm sorry. That actually is a band name.
Oh,
Is this a real drinking
Bum,
game where if you get
bum,
the answer wrong, you get a shot of Rocker vodka?
I was actually just gonna say, since you got that one wrong, there's a bucket over there. Please put your fingers down your throat and give back the rocker vodka that you're already had.
That will not be
that's
happening.
Chad's job. He could probably do it without putting his fingers down his
could.
throat. He's pretty hungover.
I should be hungover, but I'm really not.
Yes, he should be. You
Still
almost
drunk.
peed on me last night.
That would have been awesome.
you would have, but I
Okay,
dodged.
so you want to hear the story behind this?
Let's
Oh
do it.
boy.
All right,
Okay.
go ahead.
So, me and Chad just recently moved in together.
Oh,
And,
how nice.
Oh,
You
yeah,
guys
it's
make a cute couple.
We cuddle a lot.
With Chad's old lady.
Yeah, with
So
Chad's
not
old lady.
not weird.
Right.
Yeah,
It's a
not that
Kelly
weird.
sandwich.
Oh, that's terrible. Anyways, so last night, me and my old lady came home early from the show because we
Yes.
played last night, and we come home and we're in bed and whatever, and Chad, we hear Chad stumbling, and he stumbles on the stairs, and the first thing we hear is, "Fuck!" He gets upstairs and he, like, as soon as he gets upstairs, I hear complete upstairs. I hear complete silence. I don't hear anything. So I went out to check on him, and he's passed out in his bed. Probably about 4 or 5 hours later, I wake up because my old lady moved or something. I wake up and I hear Chad rumbling around outside the door. All of a sudden, he walks in. He's taking off his pants like next to the bed and shit. I was like, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, I gotta take a piss. I was like, go to the fucking bathroom then.
I don't remember this.
You're probably better off.
So wasted.
And then this morning, Mr. Pitch over here walks in and Chad's passed out on the kitchen floor. He must not have made it back from the bathroom.
Because he peed in the kitchen.
That fucking floor
Did
was
you check your
comfortable.
pants?
No, I don't need to.
Yeah, did you
Dude,
wake
are-
up in
are
a
you-
puddle?
I was gonna say, was there a puddle in the kitchen somewhere?
If there was, it dried up.
And if there was,
Maybe you
we'll have to
licked
get a,
it up.
His
We'll have to
clothes
get a,
mopped it up as
we'll have to get a rolled up paper towel or newspaper for you too, man.
Piss towel.
Yeah. Nice.
Put your nose in it. No.
Bad Chad.
All right, guys. The Big Loud and Proud show is happening Friday, August 19th, up in Kimberly, Wisconsin. Make sure you get up there. Who's all sponsoring this, Chris? For you? Who's helping you out with this?
Monster is doing a lot for us. Full Frequency Audio is doing all the sound and lights and production for
That
the
guy's
show.
awesome.
Yes, Tony is amazing. He works with all the local bands and cuts us a super deal. Like,
Nice.
there's nobody that cuts a better deal in probably the country for
Yeah.
a band than this guy does with the gear he's got.
Yeah.
And then aside from that, that's about it. I mean,
It's an awesome lineup of bands. Once again, the lineup is 5-man, Stepwise, Backbreaker, who's a band I'm really interested in meeting and hearing. I've heard their stuff on Facebook. They're freaking
those are some
fantastic.
interesting guys.
Those guys are
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, they will be in the Bastard Den soon, we hope. Roses for the Dead, of course, Bound for Severance, Lords of the Trident, Look on Burning, Beyond Faith, Kill Jr., and Evoked. It's an all-ages show. Is it an outside or inside deal?
It's inside.
It's inside.
Yeah, it's inside.
Okay.
The place holds like Tanner is like a huge it's like a almost like a giant volleyball court, but it's all rubber flooring.
Rubber flooring.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
different like because they play basketball and shit
Oh,
in there
yeah,
too.
yeah. Okay.
And then I mean they just curtain it off, and he's got a stage in there and everything, and it'll be a full like festival setup. It's gonna look badass this year.
And if whoever's listening wants to get tickets in advance, how do they do that?
You can actually go to the Five Man store, store.fivemanband.com, and you can purchase tickets right there with PayPal, and they're only $10 a piece before the day of the show, and then they go up to $13 at the door and the day of.
That's awesome. Guys, thanks for coming into the Bastard Den. I know it was a long drive for you guys. Appreciate you coming down.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having us.
thank you
Hey,
very
if we
much.
wanted
Thanks for
to
the coffee.
get more information about Roses for the Dead and get some of your music, how do we do that?
Go to Roses or Facebook.com/Roses for the Dead or Reverb Nation or any of those sites, all /Roses for the Dead or Roses FT Dead.
Yeah,
There's another band out there,
My
too.
bad.
There's another band. I think they're out in New York or somewhere.
Yeah, there's some kids.
Yeah.
They're like 15 and 16 years old.
They stole it.
They're also called Roses for the Dead. I mistakenly, I was meant to send you guys a message. I wasn't paying attention to what page it was. I was like, hey, guys, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And they're like,
Yeah.
I think you got the wrong band.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, I
also
did that
one
once.
over
Maybe
in
you should
the
change
UK
your
too.
name.
There's one
Change
over
your
in the
name.
UK too, and
Yeah.
If you're
but
listening,
we
to
are
this,
the Roses for the Dead.
Yes.
we're gonna post this interview on both of their pages. Change your name. We had it first.
And these guys are cooler anyway.
We'll
And
just
we don't know
assume
that for sure.
Yeah,
they
we'll
might
assume
just be super awesome.
No,
dudes.
no, they
might
couldn't
be really
be.
cool.
Just saying.
They probably
Maybe
better
maybe what we
guitar
ought to
player.
do is get the three bands we know that have the name Roses for the Dead.
Battle of the Bands.
Have you all in?
Roses for the Dead off.
And
Oh,
yeah, there you
shit.
go. I like it,
Nice.
E-Dub.
There we go.
I use
There we
shakes.
go.
Battle
Just
of
like
the
that.
Roses.
I fight dirty, baby.
So
Oh,
do
yeah.
the
Battle of
bad
the
roses
Roses.
get put through the wood
Right?
shredder
Isn't that a movie, right? Battle. What's
Yeah.
it?
or no?
What was that,
Danny
Chad?
DeVito.
Do the bands that lose
the
get
road.
put through a wood shredder at all?
Yeah, losers.
I would be game for that.
Wow.
Jim,
Exactly.
Jim, War
That's
of the
some,
Roses.
that is some morbid shit.
like
yeah.
the movie.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's not that morbid if you just think about it a little bit.
That's good stuff there. Roses for the Dead here in the Bastard Den on Max Inc. Radio.
Actually,
One more
more, I
tune
think.
from them. This is Embrace the Day. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Roses for the Dead in the Bastard Den on Max Inc. Radio.